take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
Off play action, Tannehill. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, New York.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
On the carry.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
His first carry of the ball game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Locke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You don't know no better.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second
on the ground, it's McFarland.
47-yard line.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
56.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. That's caught by Howard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
34-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
8-yard pickup.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
He was brought down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there and a first down. Here's Tannehill. And he finds Howard complete. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Tannehill on the slant, complete to Green. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's out to the left, flat and complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. this is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run the counter. McFarland, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Block off of play action. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. On the return, Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, a run for Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's
from the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some...
It's caught inside the 25. David. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
4-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, check my 33. Check my 33.
Throwing again. Lock. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check my 33. Check.
Running with McFarland. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Corey Jackson up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff, now Lock. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, Locke. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Reagor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Jets 10, Colts 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
New York.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He gets it left side to Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, Tannehill. Green's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To the air again, Tannehill. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Locke working out of the gun. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Indianapolis.
13.
It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Locke. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. McFarland running out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Again, McFarland going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At the 9-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the end zone, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andy Isabella His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Colts 14, Jets 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Tannehill now to throw. Completion here to Claypool.
Tannehill.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now it's Tannehill. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty...